Okay, staying with this idea, here's a bass line created using the chord tones of each chord in the sequence. Here's the notation. In this example, I've used a dotted crotchet followed by a quaver to create a strong rhythmic motif, and quite simply attached the pitches, which are basically chord tones, to the rhythm. Now, where this idea differs is how I've chosen to represent some of the chords. So far, as with most bass players, we've been used to representing chords from the root note up. So to get away from this, I've deliberately started the 6 and 5 chords from a high third. By doing this, as you can see from the notation, I've managed to give the line a nice shape so that it now rises and falls, with each bar and chord leading nicely into the next. Learning to voice any type of chord from any of its chord tones is something well worth practicing, as it'll open up new ways of spelling out the colour of a chord, giving you options that in turn can help any bass line or vamp sound less repetitive. So, let's try this idea out with the backing track. Ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully during this session you've been able to really hear the sound of a 1-6-2-5 sequence and perhaps associate this with some of the countless songs that have been created using it. Something I suggest is to use the backing tracks at the end of the session to practice with and create some bass lines to support the chords. Also, don't forget to have a go at improvising over the vamps using modes or the corresponding pentatonic scales. In our next session, we'll be looking at the 3 remaining modes of the major scale. So, until then, be creative and enjoy making music.